Hi, I'm Bhaskar Garg. I'm a product management director for Einstein Bots. Thanks for joining me today. I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of our upcoming features in the Summer 20 release. But before I get into that, let me explain a little bit about what bots are and what they can do for you and your organization. So bots are automated conversational agents that allow you to scale your digital service efforts so that your service agents can focus more of their time on the most critical issues and bots can handle the rest. Scaling digital service matters more than ever during the pandemic that we're in. Our customers are experiencing a surge in case volume and inbound inquiries, and they're relying on bots to handle this surge and alleviate the demand on their agents. Our bots usage has more than doubled since February, and it continues to increase as more and more customers rely on bots to scale their support efforts. So what can bots do specifically? Well, you can use bots to automatically resolve your top customer issues by using natural language understanding to understand the true intent behind your customers' questions and then serve up the right answers based on those intents using your Salesforce data. You can also collect and qualify customer information on behalf of the agent and then seamlessly perform a handoff to that human agent when the time is right, so that the agent has full context of the conversation that happened between your customer and the bot. Bots also connect to existing business processes that you've already set up in your organization to automatically perform actions on your agent's behalf. And then finally, they continually get smarter by incorporating a feedback loop where humans can continuously train the bot using your most up-to-date customer service data. And then you can build new models based on that data and rapidly deploy them. With that, let's jump into features that we want to show from the Summer 20 release. First, I'd like to tell you about Input Recommender, and this is a new pilot feature in the Summer 20 release. Previously, to train a machine learning model for your bot, you had to enter in all of your inputs from scratch. Now with the Input Recommender feature, you can use your actual past transcript data in your org to recommend new inputs. So this feature is all about making it as easy as possible to use natural language understanding algorithms within your bot. So let's dive in. So as I said previously, you had to enter in these inputs from scratch, and you had to ensure that you're following best practices, such as including enough variation, optimizing the length of your utterances, and also we recommended that you include at least 150 utterances per intent. So you can imagine this would be pretty time consuming. So now let's see what the experience is like with Utterance Recommender. So if we go to the Trailhead information dialog, this is a dialog where the customer wants to get some more information about products and you might refer them to Trailhead. You can click the Get Recommendations button, and this is actually going to open up a form where you can input something that a customer might ask, such as, where can I learn more? Now, when I click Find, it's actually looking through my past chat transcripts and using similarity models to determine where similar things have been asked in the past. I can add these utterances to my model, and now I'm off to the races. And what previously was extremely time consuming can now be done in minutes. Next, I want to tell you about enhanced event logs, which we're really excited about. I'm a big believer in the saying that you can't improve what you can't measure. And this feature is all about enabling you to measure the performance of your bot so you can identify areas of improvement and easily troubleshoot it when things go wrong. So if we jump here to the bot builder, I can navigate over to the performance section and then event logs. And this view is probably quite familiar to you. It's showing me my most recent sessions, how long each of them took, and what channel they came from. But if I dive here into a single session, you'll see that I now have a whole new level of detail available to me. So now for each event type, I can get details such as what dialogue was involved in a redirect, I also can see what messages were sent from the bot, as well as the responses from the end customer. Seeing these messages in this list view enables me to get a much better sense of how the conversation is progressing. Over here in the top right, you'll see a toggle to enable an entirely new category of logs called debug logs. As soon as I toggle on, you'll see that 4 new rows appear here, which are logs tied to the initialization of context variables. So these logs are meant to enable in-depth debugging. Also new for the Summer 20 release is the ability to export all of these event logs through Data Loader or your favorite data export tool. These logs are now API accessible. Also, if I jump back to the session level view, the entity that holds this session data is now reportable. You can create a custom report type for this entity and then report on session metrics. So I've set up here a dashboard which shows you how many sessions are being served from each of my bots, as well as which transfers were successful from the bot, which transfers were unsuccessful, and then also which sessions where no transfer was requested. So through this, I can calculate my escalation rate or my transfer rate for my bot. I can also get data around what channels are serving the most bot sessions. Those are the features we wanted to share with you today, but be sure to check out the Summer 20 release notes for the full details around what's coming on the horizon. Before I go, I want to leave you with a few resources to take with you. If you'd like to get involved in our Input Recommender pilot, talk to your account rep. We're recruiting for the pilot right now. You can stay connected with us by joining the Service Insider community or our Einstein Bots group on the Trailblazer communities. Get started on your journey with Einstein Bots by getting guidance from our experts by joining one of our Einstein Bots Accelerator webinars. You can also check out our Day in the Life of a Virtual Service Manager Trail Mix for a curated list of trails, best practices for collaborating online, wellness tips, and productivity tools to help lead your teams. Get started faster in your bot building journey by using pre-built Einstein Bot solutions. Take a look at our collection of packages on the App Exchange. And finally, check out our blog post on how to apply AI to your customer service to see how AI can help improve the customer experience, increase agent productivity, and empower contact center managers. Well, that's all for now. Thank you so much for tuning in and being part of our Service Ohana.